Welcome to the hunt.
Good morning, everybody. We changed up on you a little bit. Today, episode 19, August the 6th, Tuesday morning. We had a lot going on over the weekend, lots to talk about from over the weekend or prior to the weekend. So we'll start fresh. The reason we didn't record Sunday is because Bug and I were beat to hell. We went up and finished some food plots and put up a redneck blind for one of our customers.
Yeah.
The blind, it wasn't that hard, but they knew better directions than that pamphlet.
Yeah. Wow. It wasn't terrible, but those are never easy.
No.
You know.
But I think the issue is they need to put in don't jump ahead, like the hand railings, if you have an extended porch.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a little goofy thing, but it went up relatively easy. And I know the customer's super happy about it.
Yeah.
They sent him pictures.
Yep. It's a tough location too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you were doing this in a spot where you could just drive right up with your pickup,
right,
that'd be great.
Yep.
You know, that location's tough to deal with. So
yeah, tractor barely fit on that path.
Yeah.
And truck definitely wasn't fit.
Yeah.
So that's what our weekend entailed. We were still a little tired yesterday and we had catch up to do around the houses.
Yep.
So that's why we didn't record yesterday. So we figured, hey, why not? Let's try the morning routine.
Yeah.
The morning show with Doug and Greg. But so this past weekend, ASA, Cullman, Alabama, Delta McKenzie program. It's the final shoot.
Yep.
And man, there were some names I don't think I've ever seen a few of these names, the top three in these classes. But we're not gonna start with the pros.
I think you should.
You start the pros?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with the pros.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So open pro, Jacob Slusarz, Mason Dowell, Dan McCarthy. Finish out your top three to end the ASA season. Women's pro, Erin McCladdery. I wish I can hear her say her name. Really do every time. Emily McCarthy comes in second, and Numa's very own Cara Kelly came in third. Senior pro, Jamie, if you're listening, I apologize. I'm about to butcher your last name.
Yeah.
Drouilard. I have no idea. Drouilard.
That sounds about right.
Drouilard. That's what I can go with.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Another 2A boy, Tony Taza, coming in second. And Keith Ahlstrom came in third. Now we're going to bounce over. ASA does have known division. So known pro was Matt Burns, Jacob Petit, and Jeff Raney. Good old Jeff. The name Raney, everybody needs to pay attention to, because his twins, boy and girl, who are 11, are phenomenal shooters. Like, ridiculous phenomenal shooters.
Okay.
Senior known pro, your buddy, the Hammer.
Yep.
Tim Gillingham, Mike Braden, and Rick Baker. Women's known pro, Morgan Reeves, Paige Pierce, Caitlin Bordwell, and shooter of the year. I'm not going to announce classes because some of these names you just heard.
Yeah.
But shooter of the year as follows: Dan McCarthy, Cara Kelly, Tony Taza, Kyle Douglas, Tim Gillingham, and Paige Pierce.
Yep.
That's on the pro side. Now, this next name, you've heard us mention a couple times. He's a 2-0 boy.
Yep.
He's a good friend of ours.
Yep.
And man, he started like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And like Mikey, I apologize, but you stepped in the biggest pile of lucky dog shit you can find. I'm telling you. No, kid's a shooter, and he shoots men's pins 30 in the ASA classification.
Yeah.
So he came in second this go around at Cullman.
Yep. However,
he shot all 6 ASAs. I believe placed at all 6 ASAs,
which is a feat in itself,
right?
For for an amateur,
right?
And this isn't Mike's not a pro,
nope.
So
not yet. Anyway,
yeah. Well,
he's gonna have contracts flying at him all over the place now.
But to shoot all 6 is pretty impressive.
Yeah. So we have come up with a new name for Mikey. So not only did he place second at Cullman, because he shot all 6 events and placed, unless he missed one, I'm almost positive, and I didn't look back far enough, but he took home Shooter of the Year in men's pins 30.
Yeah.
The Mikey Wimmer.
Yes, the Mikey Wimmer.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Congrats, man.
Yeah, man. He just hammered it. And I saw on Facebook there were a lot of people that went with him. And I saw a post he put on Facebook that the people that went down with him agreed to stay to Assembly with him. And his sister and somebody else drove down to Cullman to see the award ceremony.
Wow.
So if you follow him on Facebook, or if you don't, I would. But he had a stack of checks stapled to a post, and he's standing there all smiles, holding his checks. So,
yeah,
Mikey, awesome job, man.
Yeah,
congratulations. That's a hell of a deal. Good old boy from Western PA, and just shoot lights out.
PA. We'll say Central.
Yeah, I guess it's not Western. It's
Central.
West Central. I don't know, but yeah. So I think we found Mikey through the Athens page because he used to shoot an Athens bow.
Yeah,
and he still has it.
Yeah, that's how I came across him.
And then now he's shooting an Elite, which the check for Shooter of the Year that I saw was an Elite check.
Okay.
And then I think he won the bonus round.
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. So better to do it, Mikey. Keep doing what you're doing. For those of you that follow 3D, IBM Worlds starts next Thursday.
Yeah.
Down in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. So all these guys. So this is how good Mikey is. Mikey shoots known pins 30 at ASA.
Yeah.
Now he's going to transfer over and go down to IBO, and that's all unknown distance. So a lot of these names that are in the known divisions also shoot IBO.
Yeah.
So to be bouncing back and forth like that, especially a week apart, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
and I don't think Mike does he have a shop affiliation? I mean, I know that he shoots with Average Jack.
There is a shop out there, and Ryan Detterline, if you're listening, she shot at Lancaster. She was on my belt at Lancaster. She shoots an Elite, hell of a shooter as well.
Yeah.
There is a shop out there, but I know a lot of those guys run Kel Weathersby strings.
Okay.
The B-line bow strings that we talked about.
Yep.
So I know Mikey's friends with Nate and those guys at Average Jack.
Yeah, but I never see anything. When he shoots, he's not affiliated with them.
I don't think so. I've seen a Black Eagle jersey. I've seen an Elite jersey.
So Nate, if you're listening, open your checkbook.
Yeah, start writing him
start writing checks to Mikey because get in before it's too late.
That's right. That's right. I'm telling you, he's gonna have email after email.
Yeah.
Taking Shooter of the Year in the pro-am division.
Yeah.
That's a feat. That's a feat right there.
And for a guy who has only been shooting for how long?
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember when I first came across him just on the Athens page, like we talked about, shooting the Green Goblin, and it was all new to him.
Yeah.
He had just bought it and was just going to try this target thing,
right?
Kind of deal.
Right.
And here we are, 2 years later or so, and he's killing it.
Yeah. And I can't wait to see what he does down at IBO next weekend.
Yeah.
And then I know he worked on paper a lot over the winter.
Yeah.
He shot at the Great American Show. He was on my line.
Yeah.
Shooting paper.
Yep.
So man, just keep doing what you're doing. Have fun with it. And that's the cool part. Like, even when I watch his posts a lot, and, he might have a bad weekend or whatever, but he never gets super pissed about it.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. He's, it's cool because he's making money. He's getting checks when he wins, for sure. But, it's not like it's his job.
Yeah.
He's not out there just getting all upset and stuff. So
not yet.
Not yet.
He might be trading in that CDL.
But that's, that's the thing. And Mikey, if you're listening, man, it took me a long time to not get pissed when you have bad shots. Like IBO Franklin. I mean, I could have been hell or high water turn, throwing stuff and breaking stuff, and it was a rough weekend.
Yeah.
But, it's just to the point now where I realized you can't get those arrows back. Once they're gone, and just forget about it, move on. Especially in that case, shooting 2 bikes, there was no way to come back from that. So what was the point of getting pissed?
Yeah.
So just go out, shoot, have fun, and do what you're doing. But keep collecting checks, man. Hang them on the wall. Yep. And pretty soon you might be able to cover every wall in your house. So
yeah, awesome.
But congratulations once again. And then, so we're going to jump over. We didn't really talk about the Olympics at all yet.
No.
And Team USA in general, the women's team, did not have a great showing. I didn't see the men's team, but Brady Ellison, who, if you follow archery at all, you've probably heard the name Brady Ellison once or twice.
Yeah.
How many Olympics has he been in?
This is number 5, which is crazy.
Brady,
it's every 4 years, so that's 20 years worth of.
So he started when he was 2. but no. So Brady Ellison took silver, and I did happen to see that shoot off. Man, and both guys just shot phenomenal. The only thing, I can't pronounce the guy's last name. He was from Korea, but his first name was Kim.
Yeah.
But man, they were toe to toe, and it is what it is. Yeah. It just one arrow sneaks away and puts you in second.
Yep.
So he comes home with the silver. However, history was made for the U.S. Olympic archery team.
Yeah.
In a mixed team event of Brady Ellison and Lancaster, Pennsylvania's very own Casey Kaufhold.
Oh, yeah? From Lancaster? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Casey's dad, Rob, owns Lancaster Archery.
Gotcha.
So
interesting.
So if you've ever been to Lancaster Archery, there's like pictures and murals of Casey on the walls.
Yeah.
She's a phenomenal shooter. I've actually watched her train in the warehouse in a video.
Yeah.
She was shooting down one of the warehouse aisles.
Oh, yeah.
So, but when you're growing up, in that sport, in that lifestyle, that definitely helps.
Yeah.
So those were the first ever mixed archery team medal for the U.S. Olympic team.
Yeah.
So congratulations to those two. They brought home the bronze, but Casey's last arrow was a 9, and that solidified the bronze. So that's awesome. I've been watching Rob's posts. They've been visiting Paris and hanging out with the Olympic teams and all that. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So then we talked about this next thing last week.
Dud?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Called it. I want money, John. I called it. So officially, unofficially, because I did see a video, but he's since taken it down. And I have seen other posts about it.
Wonder why, though? Why did he take it down?
Yeah, I'm wondering if it just wasn't,
Maybe they said, well, you jump in the gun.
Let's do a complete video together.
Let's do it. Make it official kind of deal.
Right. But he did officially, unofficially sign with Origin.
Yeah.
So him and Jocko have been friends for a long time. And I just found this out, I guess, at an event a couple of years ago. They were like horsing around, and Jocko broke a vertebrae in his neck by putting him in a headlock. So, but yeah, what led me to it, and if you follow the Knock On page, Doug and I were just checking it out. There's lots of hints he's throwing out there for stuff.
Yeah.
And what led me to the guess of Origin was when I saw the pictures of the Jocko energy drinks, which I did try one the other day. Joe Watson brought me one.
Okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
But man, does it have an aftertaste.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Weird.
What is it? It's energy?
Yeah, it's like an energy drink.
Kind of like Ignite?
Like a Red Bull. More like a Red Bull than an Ignite.
Okay.
Ignite is much cleaner.
Okay.
Joe did tell me when he was coming back, I guess at the one TAC event,
they
were handing people cases of it.
Oh, yeah?
And he drank 7 of them on the way home. His hands were shaking so bad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a true energy drink, gives you the shakes and the crash and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the aftertaste, I had pink lemonade, so you would think that's not going to be horrible. But man, whatever that aftertaste was nasty.
Okay.
But so we talked about Origin way back a little bit when we did the camo episode.
Yeah.
And so here's my take on it. So one of Doug and I's mutual friends, who happens to be my chiropractor, he owns a couple of the sweatshirts and stuff like that, which it's a sweatshirt. It is what it is. But talking to people that I know in the industry that work on the apparel side. Now, granted, Origin is 100% made in the States. So kudos that it's all made in the USA.
Yeah.
Problem is, you can't get the materials that all these other brands use in the States without paying an arm and a leg for it.
Yeah.
So, hence why most of the manufacturers are made in Korea, Vietnam, Taiwan, wherever.
Yes.
Because of the materials, they can get it cheaper.
Well, that and they're paying, child labor $2 an hour.
Right, right.
So
MOQs are probably, a lot less here.
Yeah.
Because it's more expensive.
Yeah.
Like I know just from working when I worked with Slumberjack, I mean, we'd make jackets. It was, we couldn't order less than 500 to get them over here.
Yeah.
So that was the goal, pre-sell as many as we could, and then hopefully whatever was left would sell before the season.
Yeah.
So from what I've heard from different folks who have tried the actual camo, is it's like a canvas, like almost like a Carhartt pant.
Oh, okay.
So I don't see some guy out in the middle of elk country walking around in those pants.
No.
Canvas, not super breathable. I sweat to death in Carhartts just doing work in food plots.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine walking up and down mountains chasing elk or, sheep or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, they also have jeans, like
Okay.
regular jeans.
Okay.
So that I can see.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because if you go to the website and the fact that he mixes it all in one website.
Yeah.
I don't know why he does that.
You talking about Jocko?
Yeah. So like Origin is the clothing.
Right.
And then he has Geese for MMA.
Yep.
And then he has Jocko Fuel or whatever the energy drink is called. So it's like all on one site.
Is Origin like the parent company?
I don't know, because Origin was, to my knowledge, just the name of the camo, but I don't know.
Okay.
But so if you're an MMA guy, maybe you own one of Jocko's Geese.
Yeah.
And then he has like a sports apparel, like exercise clothing. So again, that I get, but they're all different names.
Okay.
At least that I can see.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Dudley brings to that one. I know they worked with, I think it was Marsupial on a bio harness.
Yeah, I know the last video, Dud was wearing a marsupial.
Okay. Was it tiger stripe though?
It was not, I don't believe.
Let's see.
Maybe it was. I don't know. But it was definitely marsupial. And as far as Origin, I don't know much about it at all. Where does it land as far as price point? Is it...
We're going to find out right now because I'm going to the website.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's high-end stuff like, Kuyu and...
That's a marsupial vinyl harness for sure.
Yeah, that's not the one that I saw, though.
No, so this is the one... So I'm currently on Origin's website.
Yeah.
And it's originusa.com, and there's a picture of Jocko shooting, and he has his... I think they call it the Burr top, which is like a chilling shirt.
Okay.
But they got together with Marsupial and did a Origin camo vinyl harness.
Which you can't even see it on them, so
it
matches pretty well.
So I guess, so Origin under tops, you have everyday, you have outerwear, hunt, and training. So we're going to go to hunt. So the Burr, here's that Burr Raptor camo hoodie. They're $80.
Okay. So is that, I mean, that's cheaper than some of the higher end stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know I'm not sure what it's made of or
let's see
what its intents are, but
let's see what
$80 for a hoodie is, I mean, yeah, it's still a lot of money for a hoodie, but it's not, Sitka expensive or Kuyu expensive.
Right.
So
this delivers a triple chill effect to immediately cool with embedded temperature regulating minerals, wicking away moisture from the skin and drying rapidly for comfort. Material, it's 100% polyester Burr, 100% polyester mesh inserts, weighs 4.1 ounces.
Okay.
All right, so let's go back here. So that was just like kind of like a base layer, basically.
That's what it looks like to me.
Then they have it in a crew short sleeve or crew long sleeve, and those are $70 and $60. Then they got some t-shirts for $32. Here we go. So here's nano wool
Okay.
The Origin Nano Wool Ninja hoodie, that's $125. Tetralock Light, $43.20 and $37.20. Origin Stealth Wool Hooded Jacket, $224.
Okay.
Novalock Insulated Parka, $272. Okay, so here's what I'm starting to gather here. The Origin Raptor 100 kilo hoodie is $60, and that's tops. Let me look at bottoms before I say what I was going to say.
And just looking at all these different items, I'm not a huge fan of that camo.
No.
It kind of
Who hunts in shorts?
Guys in Texas. I don't know. I think at distance, it's kind of it's going to be just a dark blob.
Yep.
There's no breakup in it to me.
No.
So they got. I could be completely wrong, but
crap
just
ton of
looking
tops,
at it.
But they have two pairs of pants.
Okay.
So they have a Nylock field pant in 2.0 camo for $160.
Okay.
The Stealth wool pant for $215.
Okay. That's on the higher end.
Yep. Origin Nano Wool base leggings for $114. And then the Nylock field pant in a solid color for $160.
Okay.
So
which is kind of,
let's see what this is made. I'm going to see what this field pant is made of, because obviously we carry Numa in the shop.
Yeah, that's probably comparable to the Pathfinder, I would imagine.
Technical layer of tightly woven lightweight nylon yarns.
Okay.
99% nylon, 1% spandex. Wash worn, tumble dry low, do not bleach.
That's similar to that.
And do not use fabric softener.
Okay.
Origin Defense, a barrier against moisture and heat. Those remind me of a pair of Carhartts.
Yeah. But they're nylon.
They're nylon.
But that's typical, like a Pathfinder or Kuiu Attack.
What's the price on that? $160. So
that's pretty much where
Pathfinder pants $110.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's again, I get it. It's USA made. Yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But so what it looks like to me is if you're using this, especially the tops, it's a whole system. You have to buy the system in order. There's no insulation in any of it except for that insulated jacket. So you're buying the bases, you're buying a jacket, and then you have to buy the insulated piece.
Which that's typical for all these companies now.
Yeah.
Well,
let's see what they got in accessories here. Shop all accessories. Hats. Nice belt. I don't know if I'd spend $60 on it, but where the hell would they have? Oh, they have boots. Are you kidding me? Or everyday work 6-inch, 8-inch. They don't even have hunting boots. All right. But where would there we go. Maybe this is where I had to go. Hunt accessories. There we go.
Yeah.
No, I got a hat.
Stuff. Was it $25? How much is it?
30.
Okay.
For a trucker.
That's typical, right? $25, $30.
If they're Nylock, so it's that nylon deal, same as the pant.
Yeah. So they're in that same price range as all the other top, top camos.
I'm just wondering, I would really, really like to feel like this Nylock and so this is nano wool under pants. No, we're used to merino wool, First Light, Sika, Numa, whoever.
Yeah.
So I'm used to that, and that price I get it. I understand why those are priced so high.
Yeah.
You want a gi? Holy crap. You got to be kidding me.
Just odd that it's all on the same page.
Right.
You go from hunting apparel to a gi.
Right. But apparently we need to get some more MMA guys into the shop, because if they're buying gis and pants at this price, pair of shorts to rolling around on a mat for $60.
Yeah.
But a gi, where the hell is it? $250.
Wow. For a white robe.
Yeah. I got sheets at the house that'll do this.
But listen, that's their thing.
No, I get it.
Listen, if somebody said to us, you're an idiot, you just paid $500 for a pair of freaking boots, when I can go to Walmart and buy boots for
$20.
Yeah. So I get it. Everyone has their own thing.
But I didn't think that shit was that expensive. My God.
Yeah.
Not only are you paying for your gym membership and classes, but man,
Yeah.
I don't think these come with the belts.
Well, no, you have to earn the belt.
Right.
You can't buy it.
Now
that.
I got to see this. Okay. So we got the Origin Raptor Path GI jacket, gi jacket, sorry. And then the Flex Pro Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu pant. And they're both out of stock. So they're on sale.
Yeah.
So the normal price of that is $334.
Wow.
You can buy a pair of Alpins to go scout with, hunt with, birds with, for less than what this gi costs.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How much are their jeans?
Probably $100.
They're 130. That's
really?
150 for the work jean double knee.
Well, and the bottom line is, it's, and obviously people are paying that.
Well, yeah, it's a brand. I mean,
it's a brand, and it's also, how much are you willing to pay for American made? Now, I'm the first one to buy something that's American made, but there's a balancing point. There's a point where you say, okay, I'm willing to pay X amount of dollars because it's made in the United States, but once I get over this amount, I'm out.
And Jocko's not even the founder.
Yeah.
Pete Roberts.
Huh. Okay.
From Maine, we can once again be the tip of the spear, shedding a light on America's abandoned communities and people to help them to tell their story and to once again, like our ancestors, become savage Yankees from New England, taking a stand to take it back, to inspire a nation, and to change the world.
Yeah.
Signed, Pete Roberts.
Okay.
So what the hell does Jocko have to do with this?
He bought it, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe he just...
Or he's just a face, a face for the company. I don't know.
I'm trying to see if there's a...
Just like Dudley. He's now going to be the face of the company. So we'll see. Maybe Dud can take this to the next level and make it a household name. Right. Like the other big players.
Okay, so here's Jocko Fuel. So get the hell out of there. Come on. So protein powder, energy drinks, Barstool Sports, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I just saw a video on their Facebook with Tim Kennedy.
Okay.
You know who Tim Kennedy is?
No.
Tim Kennedy was a special forces dude.
Okay.
And I met him because he used to be partnered with Vertex.
Okay.
Way back in my firearms days. He's a cool dude. So he's a cool guy to have on there. But they don't have like a thing here, like team or who's, the face of anything.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan podcast, Huberman Lab, Lex Friedman, Modern Wisdom.
Well, Dudley might be just what they need.
Right.
Because I don't know anything about Origin. Mm-hmm. But maybe Dudley will be the guy to finally bring this to the archery world.
And I thought Cam was going to be, Cam was supposed to be that guy.
Yeah.
Because he left Under Armour to go there.
Yeah, but, Cam doesn't hold the same weight that Dudley does. So, Dudley is, he's one of those 3 or 4 legit guys that, everybody knows.
Yeah.
And when Dudley speaks, you listen. So, yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe that's just what they needed. So, we'll see.
I just wanted to go on their best sellers here, see what they got. 55, 150, 160, $200, $312 for a pair of boots.
Yeah. But, you spend $400 on a pair of Crispies or Zamberlins or, so not outrageous.
No. So yeah, Farmington, Maine, but I know that the video that they were showing was down in Asheboro, North Carolina, where the factory was.
Okay.
And they have an ambassador page, but there's nobody listed.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I still think he's going to Prime, but who knows?
Well, it's all, all signs point to that, so.
Yeah. So that's the news with Mr. J. Dodd.
Yep. Maybe by next week there'll be some updates to that. Let's see.
Right. And we'll see. I'm trying to see if there's anything posted right now.
I know that I'm not sure if Origin's going to be there, but I know this coming weekend in Mannheim is the Mobile Hunter Expo.
Yep. Numa will be there.
Yeah, I saw that. Numa's going to be there. Spooky Nook.
Yep.
I don't know.
I think Amber and Mike will be there. Amber is one of the marketing girls.
Yeah.
And Mike, who we will have on the podcast here very shortly.
Have you ever been to that show?
No.
No, I haven't either.
No. And this is the first time I think it's made it this far. Usually it's all in like the Midwest and
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think this is the first one.
Okay.
But there's not a lot of information like on their website.
No, I actually just looked at the page yesterday, and they actually have a floor layout.
Yeah.
Like some of the bigger events, they'll do a floor layout and they show you which vendors are going to be there, where they're going to be, so you can find them.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have some seminars, some guest speakers that are going to they have some seminars throughout the day.
And you'll see like that for the folks that saddle hunt or are in the lightweight, mobile lock-ons and stuff.
Yeah.
You'll see some of the not so publicized companies there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like the daisy chain guy will probably be there. Like Amsteel guy, not daisy chain guy, Amsteel.
They are there. I saw them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they'll be there.
like Amsteel for guys that, just go out and buy regular kits. For guys that do it a lot, we look for the Amsteel because it's lighter. It's a little bit easier to use.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of the one stick stuff there. I don't know if was XOP there?
I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They could be, but I don't recall.
Out in Loam Manufacturing will be there.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tethered will be there. Latitude, Cruiser.
Yep. Lancaster Archery is going to have a booth.
Yeah.
Elevation.
Yeah, well, because Elevation has that new hover pack, that new mobile hunter pack.
Yep.
That's an awesome pack. But Lancaster, I mean, you can almost split from the parking lot to hit Lancaster.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So that just makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, so I mean, it's definitely a good event. And I think it gets more people like, excuse me, we have that lock-on that one of our customers brought in. It's an older XOP.
Yeah.
With the hawk sticks.
Yep.
And, he had it all set up. Unfortunately, he's older.
Yeah.
The thing's probably only a year or two old. If he used it 5 times, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
But this gets more people just to see the advantages of being mobile and not just using ladder stands and regular lock-ons. And they all have their place, but that lightweight setup is huge.
Yeah. Well, for guys that, I guess guys that hunt public land, right? I don't hunt public land, so I'm not a mobile guy.
I don't. I shouldn't say I don't. Once in a while, because there's a couple small parcels of Pinchot State Forest around here where we're at. But even on the property that we hunt, and we have our stand set up, but I always have a saddle with me. And this year I'll have the retrograde XOP stand.
Yeah.
Just because there's spots where we're paying to put a stand up. So it's easier just to go in and, get up in the morning, or if I'm going in the afternoon before it gets too late for them to be moving. But definitely worth a trip if you're in the PA, New York, New Jersey area.
Yeah. Or, if you are kind of on the fence or curious about it, because like for myself, I don't know much about it.
They'll have all the poles there, so they'll let you get up in the saddles.
Yeah. I saw that they have like a testing area.
Yep.
Where you can,
I think the biggest thing that most people run into is the fact that they don't understand the weak side shot.
Yeah.
Is how do they maneuver? And that's the easiest. Go do it there.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they'll have AccuBows or something that you can pretend like you're shooting out of.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing any bow manufacturers on the list.
Yeah. Normally they won't. It's usually just the saddle companies will have a bow with them. So.
Or Lancaster might have a setup.
Yeah.
They might be pushing their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's something, if you have any interest or just curious about it, might be worth checking out,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The bears were definitely, actually, now that you said that, we had bears on the camera last night over on the property. So Bug has a fox problem. And we were trying to humanely catch him to get him out of here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the bear decided he was
hungry.
Yeah.
Got the tuna fish.
What was in the traps.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a big bear right in front of one of our stands last night. First time I'd seen him. I've seen a couple of small ones, but
Yeah.
This guy's pretty decent sized.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you got, let's see, we're August 6th, so 58 days, 57 days until season starts here in PA.
Yeah.
A little bit sooner if you want an out tag, a little bit sooner if you're going out west.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you're going out west, I mean, antelope starts, I know Montana starts end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, August.
Yep.
Is the last week of August is antelope.
And we'll have to get Glenn on before he goes on his trip. We'll do a pre-trip and after trip.
Yeah. Well, he goes like the third week of September.
Yeah, because he comes back like the 2nd of October or something.
Yeah.
He'll be back just before our season starts.
Yep. Or just after.
Yeah, he's jonesing.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I know he's like, 'cause he's never been out there, so he's, asking all kinds of questions.
Yeah.
And he gave me crap a couple weeks ago. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about getting the food plot stands, which we just did, we just went out and seeded and 2 big brand new food plots for this gentleman out in New York. And when I said acorn,
yeah,
he just didn't hear me say the G part of it.
Okay.
Acorn.
Yeah.
So he thought I said acorn.
Oh.
And he was giving me crap about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, acorns, Glenn, acorns.
Yeah, we'll have to get him on prior to, and then he can tell us all about his
when he gets back.
Successful trip.
Yeah, I have a good feeling he's going to shoot a bull. I have a good feeling.
God, I hope so. Well, you know what, though? I mean,
a cow works too, but I have a good feeling.
Yeah, but you know what? Even if you don't shoot one,
the
just experience and you can't describe what it's like to have a raging bull in front of you with
right
10 yards, 20 yards, whatever it may be, and even at 50 yards.
And this is kind of what I'm hoping.
So intense.
So this was probably 6 or 7 years ago when we were doing the TV show. We had friends of ours that were on the show from Michigan. They were part of the actual show, and they were out in Montana for a hunt, and a bull. It was a husband and wife team. I'm not going to mention names because I don't want to piss anybody off, but the husband was calling, the wife was hunting.
Yeah.
The husband was behind her.
Right.
About 15, 20 yards calling.
Okay.
And there was like a clump of aspen trees, and the bull was on the other side of it. And so he started calling again, and this bull literally lit up and came charging through the aspens. And I think she shot him at like 12 yards.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Glenn. I wish there was somebody with a camera that was going to film him.
Yes.
Because I would love to see his face if that had, just deer in the headlights, coming at you, full bugle.
Yeah, it's nuts. It really, and you can't describe it. You can try to explain to people, what it's like, but you can't. You cannot, put it into words. It's unbelievable.
And even like if you go to Western PA and you go out to see elk herd out there during September, they're bugling, they're fired up. I've gotten some good pictures. There's tons of photographers that live out there that get great pictures, but it's not the same situation.
No.
It's great to sit there on the side of the road and watch a bull, 20 yards away, bugling.
From your car.
Right. When you're staring in front of him or he's running towards you and you have a bow in your hand, that's a little different occasion. So.
Yeah. The only problem, and I said this to Glenn, the only problem is once you do this, now you're hooked.
Oh, you're screwed.
That's it. You are done. You are hooked, and it just consumes you.
He'll be buying points for every state imaginable.
Yeah.
And that's even guys they don't understand. We have good whitetail deer. We have good.
Yeah.
In certain areas or certain bucks, they're great deer in the state. It's just they're few and far between. You go to Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, some of the other Midwestern states, Ohio, even, you shoot a buck out there, you almost come back and you pass up 8-pointers, 10-pointers.
Definitely.
Just because you're like, well, I can go back to Illinois and shoot another one.
Yeah.
But the difference, I think the biggest difference for me that was hard the first year we went was deer, especially in Illinois, because that's where we hunt a lot. they're like the size of a horse.
Yeah.
They're not tiny and skinny. They eat corn and soybeans all day long.
Yeah.
So they're fat.
Yep.
And, that's the same thing. It's like, okay, yeah, I've got, I'm a member of a hunting camp here. I'm at this, I'm at that, I have this. You go to Illinois once, and you're like, Jesus Christ, okay, well, I'm selling this, I'm selling that, so I can buy my tags and drive out to Illinois every year.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of guys that do it. And then what happens is now they're looking for leases and they're looking for small houses.
Yep.
There's a customer that comes in. They own a house that when they're not using it for hunting, it's like an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So great, you can make some money on it, but how much is your lease?
Yeah.
For your property? Because there's not a lot of public land, if any, in certain parts of Illinois.
Yeah, right.
And, if you live out there and have a chunk, or you have a house and you bought it and it had a bunch of property, you're just making hand over fist money because you're leasing it to ag.
Yeah.
And that's where you're making your bigger bucks, because most of the properties are majority of fields. And then you're leasing to a hunter because there's deer on the property.
Yep. You
don't have to worry about bear. There's no real bear out there. I don't think I've ever seen a bear in Illinois.
No.
But yeah, so it's, vice versa, whether it's an antelope, an elk, sheep. There's guys that are just diehard. They go to South Dakota every year to go pheasant hunting.
Yes.
So it is. And that's, the downfall. Glenn's in trouble because he's only ever hunted PA.
Yeah.
So he's going to go
and he's only ever hunted deer.
Right.
So,
yep.
For me, whitetail is my passion. I love whitetail hunting, but I would never shoot another whitetail if I could do nothing but elk hunt the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, there's nothing like it. And like I said, I would never shoot another whitetail if I could just elk hunt the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the thing. And that's what, people don't realize. And that's with all these states changing laws and stuff, man, that screws a lot of people up.
Yeah.
And I get it. I know. I understand why they're doing it and all this other stuff, but it really does. Not only does it hurt, the people that want to go, but it hurts the local economy. Like we talked about, episodes ago of now you don't have the guys that are just coming in to buy over the counter.
Yeah.
So you're not getting all the extra hotel stays. You're not getting the camping.
Yeah.
Your restaurants or whatever. So that's why I don't think some of these states look into that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Glenn, he lucked out because this is the last year of over the counter. So,
and we've been trying to get
Colorado,
Cheyenne and Randy on, but obviously they're in full swing scouting and stuff like that. So we'll hopefully to get them on before Glenn goes.
Yeah.
And because it would be nice to talk to somebody, especially in their situation where majority of the units they hunt are OTC.
Yeah.
So how big of an effect is that going to have, on what they're doing?
Definitely.
But yeah, so upcoming, obviously seasons will be kicking off here shortly. Waterfowl, elk, antelope, all over the country.
Yep.
Waterfowl in PA, small game will start here shortly. Waterfowl is a big one that's gotten increasingly more popular in Pennsylvania over the years. And then we have IBO Worlds next weekend.
Yep.
So we'll have scores from that.
And I'm assuming you're not going to be there.
I will not be there. So funny part is I did qualify.
I know. We spoke about it last week.
Yep.
You're still kind of up in the air.
Yeah. Just lots going on because the following week we will be moving my son into his dorm.
Yeah.
And then a week after that, we will be on our High Peaks hike up in upstate New York. So we'll talk about a little bit about that in the next couple episodes before we leave. But yeah, so, obviously, haven't been practicing. Been working with the hunting bow, getting all that dialed in. And thinking I didn't qualify originally, it didn't really make me want to push to go out and practice. So, I'll get ready for paper season. We'll have to have some changes made before I shoot indoor, but focus on indoor, go from there. I shot not super great, but not horrible at Lancaster last year. So if I can make some tweaks and get some good practice in here during and after hunting season, I think we'll be okay. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But
that's about it. Kind of slow, kind of a slow week.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on.
No.
We've been busy, but as far as
news
wise, there's not a lot going on. So,
other than that, tell us what you think of the morning show. Because honestly, I don't mind. I don't think Doug minds either if we can do it in the morning.
nah, it's not bad.
But yeah, so we figure we'd try it different.
Yeah.
Instead of skipping a whole week, we'll figure
Well, it kind of makes the wives happy too.
Yeah.
Because we're not taking away from our Sunday.
Right.
Right. So.
Yep.
But we'll see. We'll play it by ear.
And if you live in Pennsylvania, be ready for rain the rest of the week, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if you have dry time to go out and seed your food plots, I would heavily suggest doing that before the rain hits. At least they'll get some water and starting to germinate and whatnot.
Yeah, because the problem now is if it rains all week,
not
only this week is shot, and next week is shot as well, because it's going to be wet it's going to take at least another week for it to dry out. So
so you'll be in the end of August, and
all of a sudden
you won't have stuff growing in time. So but
get it in now, like right today.
Today would be a good day.
Yes,
well, it looks like
it's actually not bad out today.
Well,
the rain's coming tonight, I believe. So
that's I had a thing. It popped up around 3:00. It's supposed to start. And then get real heavy overnight.
Yep. And then I think
all
the
the way to
worst
Saturday.
I think the worst day is Friday. That's pretty much like when the tropical system will be this way. So
unless maybe it turns left.
Left, right.
Left. Let it go left.
Yeah. Or right. Go out to sea.
Freaking rain.
Yeah.
Because I still have 2 stands I have to move, and I don't want to do it in the rain.
No. Well, you got some time for stands, though.
Yeah, but this one's got rope on it, so I don't like leaving it out there that long, and it's been out there longer than it's probably should have been. So I'm gonna have to check all the ropes and make sure they're fine.
Yeah,
all that. But otherwise, we appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in to the Huntcast Podcast. If you want to hear about something, tell us about your thoughts on the morning show. Shoot us an email at huntcastpodcast@gmail.com. You can listen to this on YouTube, Spotify, Podbean, everywhere else except Apple.
Yeah.
So share it with your friends, share it with your family, and stay tuned. We'll be back next week for episode number 20. I can't believe we're at 20 already.
Yeah.
But,
went fast.
Yeah. So for those of you shooting the IBO worlds, good luck if you're listening. Mikey, go do it, man. Kill it.
Yep.
And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yep. See you.
Later.